Have you ever wondered why some cleaning businesses do really, really well while others do really, really poor? Well, the answer to this may surprise you. But first, what's up everybody? My name is Mike Mack and I help everyday people build high-ticket automated cleaning businesses without getting themselves dirty in the process. I wrote an Amazon bestseller showing you how I did it. If you are just starting out and you want to do this for yourself, don't know where to begin, take advantage of my free 15-minute clarity call with one of my coaches. They're just going to go over a game plan, and that is 100% it, no strings attached. So take advantage while it's available. Now, for everyone else, let's get into it. Okay, why do some cleaning businesses succeed and others fail, right? Why is it? Is it just hard work? Is it luck? Is it where they live? What is it, really? Before we get into that, right, I'm going to paint a picture for you, okay? I want you to think of two restaurants, right? One is a fast food restaurant and the other one is a higher end restaurant, right? I want you to think about that. So at your fast food restaurant, the average cost of burgers like a couple bucks, right? Maybe $1 to $3, anywhere in that ballpark. I don't know, haven't had a fast food burger in a little while, but that's basically the cost, right? But then you go to like a higher end restaurant and you could be paying 30, 40, 60, 80, even more dollars a burger. Like, what's the difference? Why is one burger at a restaurant, $3 and another one more than 10x? I mean, it's not the same, but like, it is a burger, it is food. They're both restaurants, so what's the difference? Why does a fast food place have to sell 1 billion burgers to keep up with this restaurant who doesn't need to sell nearly as much? Well, the answer is high ticket, okay? Now, these higher end restaurants I would refer to as high ticket, and these lower, these are the ones that just have to be the cheapest, okay? And I'm gonna prove to you in this video why, if you had just started your cleaning business, or you're about to start a cleaning business, or you've been doing it for 10 years and you're struggling, I'm telling you there's a clear reason why. Maybe your cleaning business, this isn't shade because I had it too, right? I mean, I had my first cleaning business was just like this. I was just competing on price. I'm gonna get into that in a second, but it wasn't until I made the switch to high ticket that all of a sudden my stress did this and my money did this, right? The profit did this. I'm gonna show you why that's possible and how you could do it right now. Let's go. Okay, so let's start with it right here. The first things first. The benefit to high ticket and why you need to go high ticket with your cleaning business is higher profit margins. Now, higher profit margins, I mean, just think about it right now. At the end of the day, let's say two cleaning companies are doing, let's say, $30,000 per month gross. That means every single month, with all included, your company pulls in $30,000, right? Now that's not taxed, or we're not talking about anything else. We're just saying both companies bring in $30K. So now that lower ticket company, right? The company that's just kind of like the fast food company, their profit margin, if you're lucky, I mean, I know people, they want to think it's that 20%, but chances are it's under, especially if you haven't played your cards right and you're just you're overpaying on your equipment, you're overpaying way too much on cleaners because you feel like you can't hire and keep good people. I've been there. Or your profits are low because you have to underbid all these accounts. Your profit margin on that 30K is probably gonna be closer to 10%, which is not exciting. I remember in my franchise days, we were doing about 30, 35K at one point, and I was lucky to hit 10%. I'm telling you, because I was overpaying across the board. Now, let's transfer to the high ticket company. Let's say it's the high ticket company, right? And that 30K, well, at that 30K, you're looking at, if you do things correctly, at least a 33% profit margin, which is gonna put you in a neighborhood of you, after taxes, after paying your employees, great, after your supplies, and just you name it, after all of it, you're gonna be left with that beautiful 10K mark, right? It's a nice round number. That's what you're gonna be left with. That is the big difference. While as the low ticket company at that 10%, I mean, you're looking at like 3, 4K. Oh, that's killer. Let's get to the next thing. Okay, another reason why you need to go from like that fast food restaurant to that premium cleaning service is, well, guess what? Lower competition. Now, this may sound crazy because you're probably like, wait a minute, how is there more competition for like these lower ticket accounts versus these high ticket accounts? Because a lot of people think that you can't get those companies. They think that only the big companies, the big time companies, they're the only ones that can get these accounts. Where I'm telling you right now for a fact, that is not true. That is baloney, homie. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because I totally understand the thinking of like, oh, it's only the big time companies get those accounts, we can't. Okay, so couple things at play here. One, first things first, when you think about those monster companies, I don't ever want you to think that they have it all figured out and they're just killing it. In reality, they've probably just been at it a while. Their marketing is dialed in, their sales are dialed in, and they're growing at a fast pace, and they're probably all over the map as far as where they're picking up accounts. From the outside, it's like, wow, they have it all figured out. But the truth is they don't. You know why? Because at that scale with your cleaning company, when you hit like a crazy number of accounts and a crazy number of employees, everything gets watered down in my view, right? You have less like impact on your team. You have a less motivated team generally. Not everyone, but just in total, right? That's going to lead you to losing these larger accounts, right? Because these larger accounts, they understand that they're paying more money, they're paying a higher budget, so they don't want to be ignored. So as far as like these smaller, like the fast food companies, they'll try to get these high ticket accounts, and for some reason, they're not able to do it either, and you're like, oh, maybe it's the bigger companies, and the big companies are losing these accounts. I hope I'm not losing you, okay? I'm just trying to paint a picture here. What's actually happening here are the big companies aren't really targeting those 5 to 10K accounts. Of course they are, but you know what I mean? They're after those big skyscrapers, those massive, giant accounts. They're trying to win, pick wherever you are, your favorite basketball arena. They're trying to win that contract, okay? They're trying to win the contract of these huge $40,000, $50,000, $80,000 per month accounts. That's what most of them are targeted to. Don't get me wrong, it's not that they won't pick up a 5 to 10K account. It's just the fact that they can't put all of their attention there. So because of that, those high ticket clients are not gonna be that interested in these bigger companies, because you know why? They're gonna be like, we're paying 10K a month. Why do we feel like we're being ignored? Yeah, so that doesn't work. So what about the smaller companies? Well, the smaller companies can't get them because they go in and they underbid, and these high ticket people are like, dude, I don't believe you. I don't believe you're gonna bring value. So right now, you have a portion of the market that is just being ignored. That's where you come in. You raise your standards. You become that unicorn. You make yourself high ticket, and you win out with these 5 to 10K clients. And then we're talking at 5 to 6, 7 clients, you're hitting that 30, 35,000 conservatively, taking in that 10K. What about 12 clients? Now you're doing 60, 70, $80,000. You're like 7 figures at 15 offices. Can you imagine, guys, 15 offices? You don't need to live in a big city. I feel like I'm losing my mind here because it's equal parts passion. The other part is just like, guys, I just want you to get those high ticket clients. I realize at this point, it sounds like an infomercial, and I hope it's not my intention. I just want to get you guys excited. Truthfully. If you're excited, throw the fire emoji under this video. I was gonna go into another thing, but it's like right now I can't. This video has gone on long enough. I appreciate you. I appreciate your attention. If you are just starting out and you're like, I don't know where to start, I want to be high ticket, how do I do it? Book a 15-minute clarity call with my team, okay? This is not like a pitch call or anything like that. This is truthfully, okay? You're gonna be talking to one of my coaches. It's just to figure out where you are and where you need to go. Take advantage of that. I don't know how long I'm gonna offer that, okay? Especially if you guys jam up the phones on them. If you want the book, go get it. And if you want to keep watching, watch this video right here. Peace out, Cub Scouts.